How the brain learns. Stimuli from all parts of the body is directed to the brain for interpretation. The process of interpreting and sorting information begins as soon as the information enters the brain. The brain uses both auditory and visual processing in order to interpret words when reading. For example, the brain tries to match visual graphemes with auditory phonemes. In order to identify words, the brain must acquire decoding skills. Reading occurs when words are decoded and prior knowledge of the context is combined with those words to create meaning or thoughts. Today we're going to look at the reading program, Storytown. It was published in 2009 by Harcourt School Publishers. How the reading program is used for classroom instruction and student learning activities based on knowledge of brain regions and specialization. This program helps with differentiating instruction by providing stories that are below level, on level, advanced level, as well as stories for those who are English language learners or ELL. Moreover, this program also provides additional resources and support materials for added support at each level of understanding. Your background/familiarity with the program. My program that I'm talking about is Storytown. Now, I'm going to be teaching gifted math, thus I'm not too familiar with the program. I did complete some of the practicum as well as the student teaching in my undergraduate courses in my district that I'm currently teaching in. So I have seen some of this program in action. I did practicum at a middle school in social studies courses as well as language arts courses and reading courses. So I did get to see a little bit of it in the reading courses as well as my student teaching. I did my student teaching in 5th grade. I worked mostly in the math classroom. It was math and then a little science and social studies. And my students would go to the other teacher who did the English language arts. So I did stop in that teacher's room a couple of times. So again, I got a little bit of a feel for how those lessons would be taught, but not a whole lot. My focus was again with the math. So I was in that math, science, social studies classroom for the majority of my student teaching. Major findings/insights from your analysis. One aspect of the program that really stood out to me was that it has sections called building background. And for example, in a 1st grade story, it's a story about these children. They were learning how to tap dance. And as you read the story, there were some words that were highlighted, which were those high frequency words, which was neat because it made them stand out. It helped the children begin to recognize them more and try to really focus on those words and learning what they are. They are high frequency words that come up often, so they're important to know. But again, with this building background, so at the end of reading the story, to help the children have an even greater understanding of what tap dancing is, which would help them understand the whole plot of the story more, they actually included a link to a little video of a woman tap dancing to kind of show them what that looks like, what that sounds like. By doing so, it gave them context to help them make those connections and fire up those neurons and help that information really sink into those young minds. Additionally, there's various points you can check for understanding. There are some critical thinking questions included at the end of the different stories. So it's a very good program, I think.